everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Paula. Me and my husband Ed, we both live a keto, low carb lifestyle. And that's been going on now for 2 years and we feel great. So for the month of November, I decided to do a Keto 101 series and just share some of the things that I've learned over the past 2 years on what has been successful for us on a keto diet. I always like to start these kind of videos out by saying that I am not a doctor and I'm not a medical professional. I am just sharing with you my own experiences, and I encourage you to do your own research, talk to your doctors, do whatever you have to do if you are interested in starting on this diet. I need to adjust a little bit because my camera is doing that crazy in and out thing again, and I don't have my camera here at the lake. I have my phone, and I'm doing all of my videos on my phone. For those of you who don't know, my husband was in a bad motorcycle accident 5 weeks ago now or so, and ever since that accident happened while we were up here vacationing at our house on the lake. We ended up staying up here through all of his treatment process. So we are here, and a lot of my things that I normally use, my ring light, my camera, all that stuff is back home. So these videos are just being done on my phone, and they are it is what it is. So today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about constipation. This seems to be a question that I get a whole lot from people who are just starting this keto lifestyle. Like, how do you poop without eating a lot of fiber? And I did a video, I was watching it today actually. I did a video, I don't even know, maybe a year or so ago on constipation, and I watched it today and I just started laughing because I've come a long way over the past 2 years. I'm continually learning, and I'm always doing research. I never want to stop learning about this topic. And so I basically talked about how I feel and how I don't feel constipated. So today I want to talk a little bit more in depth about some tips that you can do if you feel that you're constipated. First of all, I want to start out by saying, when you are first starting out on a keto diet and you come from a standard American diet, you're used to eating a lot of fiber, a lot of grains. When you are on a keto diet, after that first month or two, when your body's adjusting, you tend to go to the bathroom less. And I'm talking about number 2. You tend to go less than you normally went when you were on a high fiber diet. The volume of your poop is also a lot smaller than when you eat a higher fiber diet, eating grains and all of that. And the reason for that is, and this is what I've learned from doctors who have talked about this subject, I didn't make this up on my own, that when you eat a meat-based diet, your body holds on to the nutrition in the meats. So you're actually absorbing the nutrients from the food. Most people who eat keto, carnivore, watch anything on YouTube keto, carnivore related, have heard of Dr. Ken Berry. If you haven't heard of Dr. Ken Berry, I recommend you go watch him because he's the reason why I started this 2 years ago, and he's very informative. He has a video on constipation, and he said that as a doctor, he has never seen colostomy bags. That's the bag that goes onto your colon and takes the waste out when you either have surgery. Some people have them temporarily. Some people have them permanently on their bowels. And he said that he has never seen meat, like chunks of meat that didn't get digested in those colostomy bags, but he has seen grains, he has seen corn, he has seen some vegetables and that kind of thing that has not gotten, digested. So he's never seen actual chunks of meat. It always gets digested and used up by the body. So that being said, you tend to poop less and less volume. So it doesn't mean because you're pooping less that you are constipated. It just means that your body is using up those nutrients. And some people, I myself, I don't go to the bathroom. I don't go number 2 or poop every single day anymore. I go maybe every other day or every 2 days or so, but I don't feel constipated. I don't feel the urge to go. I don't feel like there's something in my gut and it just has to come out, and I don't strain in the bathroom trying to get it out. I just wait till it happens and it just comes out naturally. And it's a little bit TMI, but I'm being transparent with you guys. So I don't go like I used to, where I used to go quite often and the volume was much more. It is every other day or so, and it is a smaller volume when I do go. Okay, so now I want to talk to you about constipation. Now, constipation can happen on this way of eating just like it does on any other way of eating. So I would say if you're feeling bloated, you're having cramps, you're feeling like you really need to go, you feel that urge to go, nothing is coming out, you're going more than a few days without pooping, and you really feel like it is constipation, then I'm going to give you some tips to help. So the number one thing that the doctors that I've watched recommend is salt. Your colon needs salt. So you want to make sure that you are salting your food. Get a good quality salt, not just the regular white salts that you buy that has been refined. You need a good quality salt. And we like Redmond's Real Salt. I have a discount link for that down below, not just because I want to sell it, but because I do stand behind Redmond's Real Salt. The salt is unrefined. It has minerals in it, and it is really good for you. So, use a good quality salt your foods. Another thing is water, drinking a lot of water throughout the day. The combination of the salt and the water can really be good for your colon. And then if you feel like you are still having problems, you can take what is recommended by Dr. Berry and some of the others is magnesium citrate. That is one that has been recommended by the doctors that I watch, by the nutritionists that I watch. And it is best to take it at night. So that's what they have said. I've never gotten to the point where I've had to take magnesium citrate for constipation, but I do every single day drink Element, and this is Element right here in case you're wondering what Element is. This has the sodium that I was talking about, the salt that you need to add to your diet that really helps your colon. This also has magnesium in it, and it has potassium. Everything you need when you are on a low carb diet. The ingredients in Element are very clean, and they are sweetened with stevia if you get the flavored ones. There is one that is called raw. It is unflavored. It doesn't have any kind of stevia or flavorings in it. It only has the sodium, potassium, and magnesium in it. And so I drink one of these every single day, and I really contribute that to helping with my colon with those issues that we were talking about earlier. So right now, if you want to try Element to see if that helps you, Element has a special offer for all of my viewers. Even if you have used this offer before, it's good more than once. Every single time that you go to buy your Element, you can use my link and you can get a free sample pack just like this one. The link is right here on the screen at drinkelement.com/low carb revelation. Click on that link. It will be in the description under this video. It is also over on my website. You'll go over to Element's website, make a purchase of anything on the website, and you will get a free sample pack like this one with 8 different flavors in it. The raw unflavored is also in here as well. So you can try it out and see if this helps you with this issue that we are talking about today. So thank you, Element, for sponsoring this video. So making sure that you're drinking enough water, you're adding salt to your foods every day, making sure you're getting enough salt. And if you are still having some problems, you can try taking magnesium citrate and take it at night, is what is recommended by Dr. Berry on the video that I watched by him. You can go and watch that video. In fact, I will link it at the end of this video because I think that is a very good video on constipation. So you can watch that right after this video is over. And then if you are still having issues, it's okay to have some low carb vegetables. It's okay to have green beans, Brussels sprouts, lettuce, all of those low carb vegetables that can really help too with going poop. I would say if you are just getting started with this and you're having some intestinal issues going on, Just give it some time, make sure you're doing all of those things I talked about, and eventually you will regulate and everything will be really good. I'm gonna go ahead and make mine and Ed's breakfast. It is 10 after 12 right now, so we intermittent fast and we don't usually eat till noon. And today we're probably gonna be eating around 12:30 or so by the time I get breakfast made up. And so I'll show you what we're having at breakfast time. I'll see you then. 12:45 and we are eating our first meal. I took some breakfast pork sausage and fried it into patties. So we have 2 patties each and scrambled eggs. I have 3 eggs each, scrambled with some cheddar, and if you see some little brown bits in my eggs, I scrambled the eggs in the pan that I made these sausage patties in the grease. So they got some little sausage flakes in there. So that's what we're having for our first meal. And I just mixed up some Element for the both of us. We've already had coffee, so we're gonna have water with that. So I'll be back in a little bit to update you what's going on. See you then. All right, so it is 2:30, and usually around this time of day, we like to have, for the past month we've been doing this, we like to have a protein shake in between our first meal and our second meal. When Ed had his accident and he's got broken bones and some wounds on his leg, the doctor and the nurses recommended that he eat high protein so that can assist with healing. And so we just started bumping up our protein intake, and I really like Prime Protein. This is by Equip. So for today, November 10th, and tomorrow, November 11th, there is a 25% site-wide sale going with Prime Protein. So if you've been looking to buy some of the Prime Protein powders, they have other products as well. You can go over to the website today and use the code LowCarbRevelation25. You have to make sure you put the 25 at the end there, and you will save 25% on your total purchase on the site today and tomorrow. So today we're gonna be trying the peanut butter. This is the first time I have tried the peanut butter. Strawberry is my favorite, then I like the chocolate, then I like the vanilla. But this is the first time I'm gonna be trying the peanut butter. Ed too, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I make our midday protein shake. What I do is I take these are individual serving sizes, these attach to my Ninja blender, fill it halfway with ice, and then I like to use Milkademia unsweetened nut milk. You can use almond milk, you can use whatever kind of milk you like. We prefer the Milkademia. And so I like to put 8 ounces in here and scoop of the protein powder. Blend this up in the blender. I'll show you that in just a second. Blended it up. Nice peanut butter shake. I'm gonna make the next one, and then we're gonna try this together for the first time. Okay, we have our peanut butter Prime Protein shake.
Ready?
Never tried this flavor before.
Ready?
Yeah.
Want to do it now? Wow. It tastes like a Reese Cup Blizzard.
You know what? This would be good. Mixed. Got a little bit of ice cream headache. I took too big of a drink. This would be good with a little bit of the chocolate mixed in.
A little bit.
Yeah.
So we tried chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry mix to try to get Neapolitan. And it was a little bit, but it was more chocolate than anything. So I think the chocolate is overwhelmed, so you'd have to just do a little bit of chocolate.
Yeah, he put just a little bit in there. This is very good.
This would be good as ice cream.
Yeah, and this is also good. You don't just have to have this just in shakes. You can put this in baked items. Like I make waffles with this. I have a recipe over my website for protein waffles, and you can use them in pancakes, you can use them in muffins, whatever you want to use them, and you can put the mix in. So I haven't seen a sale like this one since I have been an affiliate with Prime Protein. I'm sure they do have sales, but I haven't seen one with 25% off site-wide. So now is a good time to get stocked up on your protein powder if you are looking for a good one that is clean. And I really recommend hitting your protein goal every day, and this just is a great way to get that extra protein in.
So good.
How are you doing? You want to let everybody know how you're doing?
So I'm doing pretty well. We got out a little bit yesterday and went and got breakfast and did a little countertop shopping. And I'm getting around okay. I tried to do some puzzle today, and new puzzle she got for me. And I sat at the table there for about an hour or two with my leg on the floor, and man, is it swollen now, and it's hurting. So otherwise, it's okay. I try to figure out how I'm going to make it 2.5 more weeks, but it's all right. Doing okay.
So as he mentioned yesterday, I think that could have to do a little bit to do with why he's hurting so much today, is because yesterday he has been in the house for 5 weeks, other than going to the doctor to get his checkups. And so yesterday he was like, I really want to try to get in the truck and have you take me out to eat. And I really resisted, didn't I?
I had to beg.
I didn't want to get him out. I didn't want to,
You don't need to do that.
It's a lot for him to get around. So I was really worried about the whole process of getting him into the truck and getting him out. So we decided that we would get into the truck, and the way he does it, we have a back seat in the truck. What is that called? Club cab or something?
Yeah.
So we have a 4-door truck.
Full-size back seat.
Yeah. So he hops with the walker. Then I have a step stool, backs up onto the step stool, and then scoots up into the back seat. And then when he gets into the back seat, he's like laying sideways in the back seat, or sitting sideways, and we just prop his legs up. So we had a few errands to run. He stayed in the car the whole time, in the truck the whole time. And I ran the errands, and then we went to breakfast. And it's a little small town restaurant, and all the waitresses recognize us when we go in there. So they were all like, they all had their, they were like in shock because of, what's happened to him. But we had a breakfast. He was able to sit there with his leg propped up on a chair. The waitresses helped and everything, and ate breakfast. And then we went to a place that sells granite countertop and like Corian or quartz.
Yeah, quartz and Corian.
Yeah, different kind of countertops. And for a long time, we have talked about getting new countertops for our kitchen here. Especially, we want them done for when we live here full time, which is going to be in like 2 years
or sooner.
And so we went countertop shopping, and we ended up putting a deposit down on getting some granite countertops for the kitchen. So we're so excited.
It's called Black Beauty.
But we're not going to show anything. I'm not sure. I might. So I might change the countertop that we picked out, because it's very dramatic. He likes it, but it's black.
Awesome.
It's black granite, and it has big white streaky veins throughout the whole thing, and it's really gorgeous, and I loved it. It sparkles, and the sunlight was hitting it. And by the way, the owner had a golf cart, and you have to go out and walk and look at the slabs of granite, and he went and got his golf cart and put Ed in the golf cart and drove him along, so that and I had to walk alongside so that we could look at the granite. I thought that was really nice that he did that.
That was cool. I told him no stunts.
Yeah. So anyways, we picked out this very dramatic piece of granite, and I'm trying to visualize it in here. I'm more of like, I'm afraid to go bold and take risks. And I know with this countertop, it's going to be risky to me. He thinks it's going to be gorgeous. We do have some new appliances coming too. You guys have seen in my kitchen quite a few times. We have white appliances in there that came with the house when we bought it. And so we want to trade everything out. So we decided while we're up here for this
stuff's 20 years old too.
Yeah, and we've been up here for a long time, and we're able to get these things done while we're here. So we went and picked out some granite and some appliances. So our kitchen's going to get a little makeover.
Big makeover.
In the process that we're here.
Completely.
So I'm gonna have to wait to show you what we actually decide for the granite. I've told him last night, I'm like, I'm having second thoughts. I'm really, maybe we should just go with like plain black granite with nothing in it, or maybe we should go with like beige or something really boring. But he thinks the dramatic effect.
What she said yesterday, it makes sense. We're only going to do this one time, and it's got to be right, or we're going to hate it the whole time. And I know the Lord confirmed it in my spirit that this is the right one. So I'm going to pray. I'm going to lay hands on you and pray that you get it.
Okay. All right.
You get the revelation also.
All right. I don't even know what to say after that. So anyways, we got to get out yesterday. My whole point was we got out yesterday, and I think that activity really aggravated him. He's swollen and sitting at the table too with his foot down today.
The table's what did it. I was fine until then. Well,
we got one of those.
We worked on it last night too, and I think the combination from last night and today.
We got one of those wasaji or whatever. I don't even know how you pronounce it. It's a puzzle that you don't know what the picture is until it is done, and you have a couple of clues. It's just very small clues, and so we are working on that, and it's a lot more interesting than just a regular puzzle, looking at a picture and copying it.
Right.
So
high quality too.
Yeah. So we've been doing that for last night, and today worked on that. So, anyways, just wanted to update that, and he's doing good. We'll keep you guys updated on, the guy's coming out Monday morning to measure and make a template for the countertop. So 3
weeks after that.
Yeah, it'll take a few weeks for the countertops to come in, but you just have to wait and see what I decide. Because I don't know yet what I'm going to decide.
I don't know yet either.
Yeah, so I'm afraid to take bold risks. I know it would be gorgeous, but our house here is very neutral, and all of the finishes are very neutral, and
bland.
It is.
But it's an outstanding house.
We're going to do some upgrades. Like Ed's going to build a fireplace when that is one of our plans for something that we wanted to do. What do you call it? Remodeling wise. Mm-hmm. And so we want to have stone and stuff that's going to be dramatic. And so
what I'm thinking of doing is seeing if there's enough material left from the slab that we buy to build a hearth platform for the bottom of the fireplace that will match the countertops. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. And it's really bright in here. As you can see, there's windows all over. So I don't think it would be the black counter would make it too dark in here, because everything else is light and bright.
Well, it's half white anyways.
And like the owner of the granite place, he was saying that it's contrast, and you need that contrast. And we did take a cabinet drawer with us and put it with it and everything. And I think it's just scary to me.
Well, what he told us yesterday was the countertop will draw your eye instead of your eye going to the outdated cabinetry.
Right. Our cabinets are 20 years old, and they're still in great shape. So we don't really want to replace. We don't want to spend the money to replace cabinets. So we're doing the appliances and the counter, new sink, and new faucet.
Awesome.
So anyways, we did that yesterday, and it was very nice of the owner to drive Ed around on the golf cart. He was like, wait a minute, I got a golf cart behind the building here. Let me go get it.
So this is what happened. This is real too. We're sitting in the showroom, and one of the guys is like, I got a treat for you guys. Whips out this plate of hot cookies right out of the microwave.
He did.
Chocolate chip cookies, and put them right in front of us. We just kind of looked at each other and grinned, and of course we didn't eat them, but it was quite the temptation.
They sat the plate
they
down.
were all like it was the biggest thing ever. They were giving us cookies.
They were like store-bought cookies that they put in the microwave. They kind of soften up when you put them in the microwave. But they were chocolate chip, and he just put them in. This man right here normally would not resist chocolate chip cookies. But the plate sat there in front of us while they were doing our measurements and giving us our quote and everything. And we didn't even touch it all. I wasn't tempted at all. Like don't. But when we got in the truck, I was like, those cookies sure did look good.
Really, they did look rather generic, but You know, just the idea of somebody putting hot cookies in front of you
Right.
makes you want to eat them. But I'd rather have one of these any day. This is awesome.
Really good. This is really good. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for right now until dinner time. It's 3 o'clock. I'm not even sure what's for dinner. I have some ground beef laid out to thaw.
You got 3 hours to get it together.
Right, and
this
this
will
really,
hold us.
this takes you for a couple of hours. It really is very satiating. So, all right, make sure you use your discount and get your protein powder. And I'll be back at dinner time to show you what we're having. See you then.
Equipped for the win.
Yep, I like the peanut butter. It's really good.
Great.
It's 5:30, and we are getting ready to eat our first meal. And I'm going to show you what I'm having. Yesterday I made chicken tenders. I used my crispy breading recipe. It's over on my website, lowcarbrevelation.com. It's a pork rind blend recipe. And I made some chicken tenders yesterday. So today I took these and warmed them up in my Z-Star back here. And I have some of my sugar-free barbecue sauce that I'm going to be dipping that in. And that's what I'm having for dinner tonight. I'm not super hungry. And Ed is going to be having a Caesar salad. I made him a Caesar salad here. And I made some of my homemade tartar sauce. That recipe is over on my website as well. And in the air fryer here, I'm going to bring you in a little bit so you can see. I have some cod that I breaded just like the chicken tenders. And it's cooking up for him right there. So I'm gonna wait and let that get a little bit more brown and crispy. And that's what's gonna be for dinner for the both of us tonight. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. I think I'm gonna be having a cup of hot tea tonight, and that's gonna be it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe, give us a thumbs up. I will see you in the next day or so. Have a great day, and God bless.